start, drive, and review the new Infiniti Q50.
For today's episode, we have a 2015 Q50S. You can get a Q50 starting at $38K, but this one has nav and the sport trim, bringing the MSRP to $49K.
This car was provided for the episode courtesy of Rick and Bon Infiniti in Boulder Colorado, so we want to give a special thanks to them.
And because we're here in Colorado, it only makes sense to drive an all-wheel drive Q50, but you can get this in rear-wheel drive as well.
The Q50 comes standard with a 3.7-liter V6 that boasts a 328 horsepower and 269 pound-foot of torque. That'll take you from 0 to 60 in 5.2 seconds.
If you're a more performance-driven motorist, you're going to want to go with the hybrid model, which gets you a heart-pounding 360 horsepower, plus it averages 30 miles to the gallon compared to its gas counterpart at 22 miles per gallon. It's obvious why Infiniti refers to this as a performance hybrid.
So while many people associate hybrids with low-powered grocery getters, that's certainly not the case here. Both the Q50 and the Q50 hybrid have a lot of power for a luxury sedan, but the hybrid is actually the quicker model, getting you up to 60 in 4.9 seconds.
Those certainly are impressive engine specs, but let's explain the difference between the Q50 and the Q50S trim levels.
The sport version of the Q50 gets you magnesium paddle shifters for manual up and down shifts, sport seats for cockpit-like comfort, and sporty 19-inch aluminum alloy wheels with all-season run-flat tires. The S also gives you extra stability and handling with sport-tuned suspension and oversized brakes.
From the Samurai-inspired double-arch front grille to Infiniti's signature double-wave side panels and all the way back to the aggressive hindquarters, the Q50's seductive design gives the impression of motion even when it's standing still.
And one thing's for sure, Infiniti tossed out the cookie cutter that many German and Japanese luxury car builders opt for these days. This is a car that's going to be turning heads for quite a few years.
One of my favorite features is the direct adaptive steering, or drive-by-wire, which is an automotive industry first. Infiniti is leading the way as far as this type of technology is concerned.
Infiniti's direct adaptive steering forgoes a physical connection between the steering wheel and the front wheel, relying instead on electronic signals to steer the vehicle. With customizable steering ratios, the system is even better than it sounds. If the car ever loses power, the system automatically activates a mechanical backup.
And add to that Infiniti's active trace control, which can actually apply brake to the inside of a turn, helping the Q50 grip sharp curves, and you've got one seriously tight handling car.
Another highlight of the Infiniti Q50 is its aesthetically pleasing interior.
Starting with the center console's logical layout and tablet-style interface that seems immediately familiar as you dive in, and continuing on to the asymmetrical layout of the cockpit that thumbs its nose at the tired old plank-style dashboards we all too often see on luxury cars these days.
Until next time, this is Dan.
And this is Eric on Infiniti Q50.
Thanks for watching.